Good morning. It's time to get in touch. Brought to you by Geisinger Muncie and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home. Every week, this public affairs show shines a spotlight on people and programs in our communities that improve the quality of life in Lycoming County and beyond. I'm Freddi Hammer, host of In Touch and news director at Backyard Broadcasting. Jeffrey Dent has led the Repasz Band since 2019, guiding its rich tradition of community music, and he's here on In Touch today as the band prepares for its free holiday concert on December 9th in Williamsport. Plus, we're going to learn a little bit more about the band and its history and a little bit about Jeffrey Dent himself. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming into In Touch.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, Repasz Band, it's something that we hear all the time, and people may not know the whole story about the Repasz Band. So describe the identity it has in Williamsport.
The Repasz Band has a long history. It was formed in 1831, so we're approaching year 200 coming up. And we're one of the oldest continuous community bands in the United States. It was originally formed as the Williamsport Band, but a few years later, Daniel Repasz, a famous cornetist who lived in Williamsport, took over the band as the director, and many years later, the band changed the name in honor of him to the Repasz Band.
Nice. I didn't know. Now I'm so glad that I know that. It's a guy.
Yes, yeah, a guy. And Daniel Repasz actually worked for some of the local music companies and taught in the area as well.
Okay. So that's someone that you probably really identify with in some ways.
Absolutely, yes.
Because you're a teacher of many areas, Hughesville as well as, Hanover? Were you in Hanover?
Yes, and then Jersey Shore is where I ended up. I actually started and then ended up. I student taught in Jersey Shore.
Okay.
And then came back 10 years later.
So we have a little bit in common. You went to Mansfield University and I went to Mansfield University.
Yes.
But I was not in the music program. I always admired people in the music program because you had to walk that big hill.
Yes. Only twice a day, though, because we just came down for lunch and that was it.
Had to run down for soup, as they say, right?
Yes. And actually, we have about a dozen Mansfield graduates who play in the Repasz Band right now.
People from all walks of life. You have all ages and anybody can really join. Tell me about the diversity in the band.
Well, we range in age from just recent high school graduates to mature members who are... have been members for over 60 years.
Wow.
We have some members who are in their 70s and close to 80s as well. And they have played in the band for 50. We have special 50-year and 60-year pins for them.
When I saw you in a parade, I saw everybody, some people had chairs. And I'm like, that's a great way to do a band in a parade. Sit you down and let you go through the town.
There's no way we could march at this point. We're not high school kids anymore.
No, I think that's wonderful. Really, you're in the new band shells and all the different patriotic things that you do. I mean, that's really quite an honor.
Yes. Yep, and we have members from all walks of life. We have some retired music people, current music people, but then we have physicians, we have EMTs, we have computer technicians. Pretty much you can name the occupation, and I think there's a Repasz Band member who does that or did that at one point.
Or can do your plumbing or something like that.
Yes. Oh, yes. And we're always asking for recommendations.
No, I love that. And what an amazing situation for everybody to sort of come together, all the different ages, and really have the same language.
Yes.
I love that.
Well, music is a universal language.
It certainly is.
As we know.
And it's joyful. I mean, I'm thinking that, it really sort of supports, you say that people that are different walks of life and different careers, they started this in school just like we did.
Yes.
And now they just sort of get to do it. It's like a privilege.
It's a lifelong skill.
I love it too. You're committed to the joy of the music and you're maintaining the values with such a large ensemble. Is that difficult to maintain the management of up to 80 people?
I taught middle school for 10 years. It's kind of a training. They're adults. They're wonderful. They're so cooperative and very flexible. But there are times where it's like a middle school band again.
I bet. I'm sure of it. You got to have a little video camera for evidence.
Yes.
Tell me about how it affects people in the Williamsport region. Do you hear from people that are loving the things that you're doing and give you advice?
We hear from our fans quite a lot. And through our Facebook page, as we approach our concerts, we post little clips of rehearsals.
Oh, neat.
And we hear from many of our fans and our friends who tell us they're looking forward to this or they're trying to guess the tune right now. They offer suggestions, and our members help pick the music each year, too. We have our members and ask them, and as a matter of fact, 2 years ago, we did our favorite things for our spring concert, and then we repeated it again at Christmas, where the members actually picked all the music for the concert. We narrowed it down from choices to the 12 that we actually performed.
So out of a repertoire of so many things, you can almost choose anything, from patriotic to traditional to
contemporary, to pop, to military music, to marches. Yeah, we have it all.
Do you have like a little file like, okay, we've just been asked to do something, so we're going to get this music out, and you already know it? Is there anything like that?
We have some things that we keep kind of off to the side, and we have a standard list for summer that we use for many of our summer concerts with patriotic and Americana type tunes that we can always pull up and use.
And you're also going to different venues, so you're always going to some new place like that might have a different setup. Is that challenging?
At times it is, just where to put everybody and how to fit. Sometimes if we're inside, it gets rather tight. In the summertime, we average about 60 members for our performances. But for our formal concerts, when everybody's there, we have about 75.
Okay. And you also are part of like the Williamsport Welcomes the World. There's a big thing that goes on with that parade when you guys
Yes, we are in the parade and we play Take Me Out to the Ball Game, of course.
Absolutely.
And Sweet Caroline, too.
Oh, that's true. What's that, the seventh inning stretch song?
Yes. Yep. And we're privileged because we get to ride the flatbed truck rather than march down the street.
Sure. So when you go to hospitals and different places where there may be seniors, how do they react to that? Is that something that wakes them up or makes them feel like they're young again?
A lot of them do, yes. And a lot of them are entertained and bring back memories because we play a lot of marches in the summertime. That's one of our traditions. And it always has a steady beat. So we'll often see people nodding their heads, clapping and tapping their feet. And just enjoying the music.
Absolutely. Now, we're coming up on December 9th, a free concert at the Journey Bank Community Arts Center.
Correct.
That's fun. How long have you been working on the repertoire for that?
We started in September.
Okay.
We rehearse once a week, so we have to kind of stretch it out. It's not like schools where we have every other day or every 2 days or whatever.
Right.
But we rehearse once a week, and we pick the repertoire in August this year, and we started rehearsing right after Labor Day.
Oh, that's
And we're
great.
ready to go.
Tell me what we're going to be hearing.
You're going to hear bells.
Oh, nice.
The whole theme of the concert is bells.
Okay.
So we're going to hear, and I brought my list with me.
Good.
You'll hear Let the Bells Ring, a contemporary arrangement of Ukrainian Bell Carol.
Oh, that
which you're
sounds
going to
lovely.
hear Ukrainian Bell Carol several times. Silver Bells, the classic.
Sure.
We're going to perform a piece called And All the Bells on Earth Shall Ring, which is a combination of I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, I Saw Three Ships.
Okay.
Not really a bell song, but it's in there.
Sure.
And
In the spirit of bells.
Ding Dong Merrily on High.
Okay.
Because that rings bells. Julie Garreau did two pieces that are in our concert, and she's a contemporary composer that we really love her music. It's fun to play, it's fun to learn, and the audience really enjoys it. It's a combination of hark. It's called Hark, Those Jingle Bells Are Smokin'. So at one point we get into this really almost dirty kind of jazz at the very end, which is really kind of fun. Yes, very smoky. And then later on in the concert, we'll do another piece by Julie Garreau where she took and mashed up What Child Is This and Carol of the Bells. And she called it What Child is Playing That Carol of the Bells.
That's so creative.
Yeah, and it's a fun piece to play.
Neat.
Brazilian Sleigh Bells, just a short little piece. It was a Percy Faith piece originally. So people will recognize that from different ages.
Okay.
The Bells of Christmas, a Robert Longfield composition, and it tells the story with a narration of how the piece Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, how it was composed, why it was composed, and how he wrote it. And we do that with a bell choir that's coming to join us for that evening. So that'll be fun. Laughing All the Way, which is a play on Jingle Bells.
Okay.
Yes. And then Jingle Bell Rock, of course.
That's great.
And then we're doing the Mannheim Steamroller arrangement of Carol of the Bells, which is really a contemporary piece. And then a really old piece that we found, Fröhliche Weihnachten.
Okay, that's Merry Christmas in German.
And it's a combination of, I have to read this because I can't remember the titles, Klingglocken, Lisa Reisteller, my German teacher would kill me right now, Der Schnee, which is Falling in the Snow, and Süßer die Glocken die klingen, The Bells Never Rang Sweeter.
Oh.
So we have that. Of course, we're going to close with the Repasz Band March, which has a bell part, but no jingle bells in it.
Do people expect that, I guess?
Well, yes, we have to play that. It's tradition. We play it at every concert. We're going to open, though, with another non-bell piece, the Lycoming Motor March.
Okay.
Which was written by John Hazel, a Williamsport composer and also famous cornetist and member of our band from a long time ago.
Sure.
Lycoming Motor March was written for Lycoming Engines, which is what it's known now. And they are our major concert sponsor for 2025. So we happen to have a march that honors them, and we're going to play it for them.
Did they know this?
They know it now.
Okay.
And when they offered to be one of our concert sponsors, the first thing I thought of was, wait a minute, I think we have your march.
Oh, that's adorable.
So we will play that march to open the concert.
So you're the director of the Repasz Band from 2019.
I was the assistant director for 15 years before that.
Okay.
Al Nasinovich was the director up until 2019.
I was going to say, you were just talking about the cornet player. Didn't he also play the cornet?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And taught at Williamsport High School forever.
Wow.
Yeah, his whole career.
People here were in music classes, like some of my colleagues had him as a teacher.
I'm sure they did. And some of our members had him as a band director.
Oh, that's so neat.
Yes. So he was the director up until 2019. He retired then, and I became the official director. But I was in training for 15 years.
You knew exactly what to do.
Yes.
Who else is helping out now?
Jessica Lewis, graduate of Montoursville, is the associate director. And then Theo Lentz, who is a graduate of Sayre High School and Mansfield University, of course, is the assistant director as well. So we all take turns.
I was going to say, how do you work together? Like, do you have special jobs that you do, or just kind of take it as it comes?
We all do the same thing. We all direct the band. We all focus on different areas. Theo's a low brass person, so he can help them a little bit. Jessica plays trumpet, so she helps the upper brass at times. And I'm a woodwind person, so I get to do the woodwind. So we have a great balance between the three of us on specialized areas. But
do you have to do a lot of part work?
No, we rehearse everything as an ensemble. Occasionally we break it down into small sections, just as for a few minutes in rehearsal, or things like that. But our members are very good at learning their parts at home.
Okay.
Practicing.
They want to practice.
And then they come to rehearsal, and we rehearse as an ensemble.
That's how professionals do it, really.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure.
We try to maintain that, and hope they do too.
That's always amazing when someone just sort of shows up and plays it perfectly. I think that's like, wow, you've been doing such good work at home. So people can join the band if they want.
Absolutely.
Tell me how they do that.
We rehearse Tuesday nights. We actually rehearse at Susquehanna School for Music and Arts in Montgomery.
Oh.
We used to rehearse at City Hall in downtown Williamsport, but can't go there anymore.
That's right. That's closed down.
Yes. It was a 2-week notice and you're out of here one summer. It was a little hectic.
Thank goodness you could go to Montgomery.
We found that at the last minute, yes.
Great.
And it's great. We have our own room. We have the entire lower floor. So we just walk in and everything is set up, ready to go. But Tuesday nights, if people are interested, all they have to do is contact me. Let me know you're coming so we can prepare ahead, figure out where to put you and who to match you up with, because we try to match you up with somebody for your first rehearsal or two, just so you know the ropes and learn how things go. And as kind of a mentor.
There's no fees or anything. Nobody has to pay.
No fees, no participation fees, no membership fees.
Don't have to buy the music.
We're all volunteers. None of us get paid either.
Okay.
100% volunteer.
From your heart.
Yes.
It's all the love of music. But people can donate to the band, isn't that right?
Absolutely. We are just now starting our endowment campaign. Our goal is to raise $500,000.
You can do it. I believe in you.
We're halfway there.
Okay.
To sustain us through our anniversary coming up in 2031, and also for special projects. We're just starting a project now of commissioning works, special works specific for the Repasz Band. We'll be premiering the first one in April at our spring concert. Also to help out with special projects. And now we're paying rent. We're purchasing music, of course. We purchased some instruments that we need. We're just getting some new timpani, some other things. And any donations are always welcome to the Repasz Band. Our website has the address to send things. And when our website is revised, which we're hoping for January for the premiere of the new website, there'll be a link there for direct donations as well.
What is that website once it's revised?
Repaszband.org.
Okay, and we have to spell that for people, I'm thinking.
REPASZBAND.org.
That's wonderful. So you have different concerts every year, but you can add concerts. Like if someone says, I want the Repasz Band to come and do our picnic, you will do that.
Yes.
How does that work?
They contact our business manager, Judy Schellenberger, and her address is on our website.
Okay.
And we set up a time, a place, and we've done some corporate things. We have done many, many community things. Annually, we always do the 4th of July at Eaglesmere, I think probably for 40 years or more now.
Okay.
We've been there every year for the 4th of July. The Repasz Band played the dedication concert of Brandon Park Bandshell when it opened 10 years ago or whatever. So when it reopens officially, we're hoping, and we've been talking to the mayor about being there to actually replay some of that concert because we still have the program.
Oh, that'll be great.
We have a huge history, and we have a lot of files with a lot of dates.
I see sort of the view of that, like the picture of it in Williamsport, like people playing and loving the music, loving the area. I mean, it's really kind of a representation of this state. Really, we have a lot of musical people.
There are a lot of musicians in the area and a lot of musical ensembles in this area. Our members also play in several different ensembles.
Okay,
so
another little hobby.
Yes.
I went to Hempfield High School and I played the viola, as I told you before we got started. And why don't we do as many strings? How come it's brass that takes these kind of...
Bands are more popular than orchestras, and in schools especially.
Yeah.
So there's more wind players than there are string players in most areas.
That's true. People will grow up saying, I want to play the flute or I want to play the clarinet. But no one really says, I want to play the violin.
Right. But they should.
They should, for sure.
They should play anything.
I just think it's really great. Just having sort of the home in Montgomery is great for you guys, and you can do that forever.
We love the site. It's so convenient. Like I said, it's a permanent setup for us. We just walk in. Our chairs, stands, and our music is sitting right there. We have a library of over 3,000 titles.
Okay.
It's all in storage there.
I was going to say, who manages that?
We have several volunteer librarians.
Nice.
Who handle that. So after every concert, they take all the folders, put all the music back in the containers for each of the pieces, put them back on the shelves, and then they get out the new music and refill the folders for the next concert.
Do you have any kind of corporate sponsors or local sponsors that sort of get involved or help you particularly?
Like Crowing is one of our concert sponsors.
Okay.
And then we have several other concert sponsors. We have a friend who is anonymous, but is one of our concert sponsors. Journey Bank is one of our concert sponsors. UPMC is one of our concert sponsors. And the Sun Gazette is one of our concert sponsors.
Is there anything that people misunderstand about the Repasz Band that you'd love people to know?
We're volunteer.
They're thinking you're getting money.
We're volunteer. Truly, it's one of the few volunteer free community bands in the United States. Many other community bands charge membership fees, or they pay their members, and they're kind of a union type band. We've always been free, and all of our concerts are always free.
Nice. I'm wondering if you have any particular moment in the Repasz Band that's been your favorite, like the best thing that's happened with you and the band, or maybe something that happened at a concert or before a concert.
We've had some wonderful highlights. Some of those for me, several years ago, we were invited to play at the Pennsylvania Music Educators Conference. I had done that twice before with my middle school band. It was such an honor to play for all the educators, the music educators in Pennsylvania. And then the Repasz Band was invited to do that as well. That was a high point. We played at the reenactment of Lee's surrender to Grant at Appomattox because the Repasz Band had enlisted in the Army in that Civil War, and they were the Band of the North at the original surrender.
That's amazing.
At Appomattox. So 150 years later, when they were reenacting that and celebrating that, the National Park Service invited us back to be there for that ceremony.
People have to look up on Google, oldest continuous brass band in the United States. Who is that?
And it should be Repasz if Google's got it right. We hope so.
I wonder if you ever gone overseas.
No, the band has not.
Do you think that would be an invitation that could come around?
That would be a huge expense.
We could raise the money for it.
And a logistical thing.
I guess so.
I don't know.
It's an American band. You'd have to be invited as American music to come over and do something.
Several community bands have done that in the past. I don't know if it would ever happen in our future. We've played at the White House. We've played in Washington for several events, several of the political campaign and conventions and inaugurations. The band has been there as well. After 200 years, they've done quite a bit. Yes.
I was going to say, how long in advance do you need to know stuff like that? Do they call you 2 years out or 5 months out?
Things like that happen several years in advance in our plan. The Appomattox thing was a 2-year plan when we were doing the anniversary.
I just love the idea of the Repasz Band. You just are everywhere, and you got such great musicians and great talent that you just get to work with.
It's a very fulfilling and very entertaining at times and just a wonderful Tuesday night experience.
Sure.
I look forward to my Tuesday evenings.
Do you ever take a break for any time during the year?
We usually take off a few weeks in August. We finish our concert series in July for summers, and then we do the Little League Parade. But then we have off a few weeks, and we start again after Labor Day. And then after our December concert, we'll take off until January, and then we restart again.
Well, we're looking forward to December 9th. It's a free concert at the Journey Bank Community Arts Center.
Absolutely.
How does that work? You just walk in, or do you have to get a ticket that's free?
Nope, you can walk in. There should be posters around. I forgot to bring one with me for you.
All right.
I'll send you one.
Oh, that sounds good. I'll print it here.
And I think there's articles coming up in the Sun Gazette and
Great.
local newspapers and interviews on the radio now.
Yes, you are. You're on In Touch.
Yes.
And going to be in a podcast as well. So that'll
Great.
go on.
Looking forward to it.
On demand, you can listen. Now, you're the person with the baton. You're always
Correct.
the guy in front
Yes.
because you're the director.
Correct.
Is there any other time that your other assistant directors, do they ever get up on the podium?
Oh, yes, we take turns.
Okay.
And then I sit down and play clarinet.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That must be nice as well. You get to be a part of the band.
Once in a while, I get to play.
Okay.
Yes.
It's just been so fascinating to learn about the Repasz Band today and about the December 9th concert. Now, what time does that start?
7:30
Okay.
at the Community Arts Center.
Okay. Not even have to worry about it. Just get a parking space and walk on over.
Yep.
Right.
And the doors are open by 7 o'clock.
Okay. And how do we get in touch if we want to be a member of the band or do any donating? What's the way?
Check with our website, repazband.org, REPASZBAND.
Okay.
.org.
Wonderful. It's been great. Jeffrey Dent, leading the Repasz Band as the director since 2019, at the helm of this amazing band in the history of America, right here in Williamsport.
Yes, we're part of that history.
Thank you so much for being on In Touch today.
Thank you
Jeff.
for having us. I really appreciate it.
In Touch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us for questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays 570-323-8200 or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archived files of our In Touch shows, find our Backyard Podcasting link on any Backyard Broadcasting website or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. The programming discussed here on In Touch does not necessarily reflect the feelings or opinions of the management or staff. Thanks for listening to In Touch. Brought to you by Geisinger, Muncie, and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home.